Hi yogis, my name is Tony and I'll be guiding you through today's practice. Today we're going to be finding our splits. All you're going to need for practice is a strap, so grab that and I'll meet you on your back. So once you arrive, you can just find a nice flat spine, soften through your shoulders, close your eyes. And we'll just take a couple deep breaths here. Maybe you want to extend the legs down the mat. And just settle in for 2 or 3 breaths. And taking a nice inhale and a gentle exhale, let it go. And a couple more breaths here. Really starting to arrive in this space. Letting go of anything that doesn't serve you here. Maybe create an intention for your practice. And slowly start to blink open the eyes, maybe start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, reawakening through the body. Bring the toes together, reach up and overhead, finding that awakening stretch here. And then as you exhale, draw your knees in towards your chest and give yourself a nice squeeze. A little rock from side to side. And then plant the left foot onto the earth. You're going to reach for your strap and hook the strap around the right foot, the palm of the right foot, and send the foot towards the sky. Holding onto the strap with either hand, kick the right heel up towards the sky, maybe extend that left leg long, and then draw the right toes towards the back of the space. And soften your shoulders down the back, little slight tuck of the chin here. And as you inhale, just ease off the stretch. And then as you exhale, draw the toes back towards the back wall. Inhale, letting it go, easing off. And then exhale, deepening your stretch. Inhale, easing off. And this time as you exhale, stay here and hold for 5 breaths. Really kick the heel up. You're going to feel that sensation start to increase through the back side of the leg. Soften through your shoulders. And breathe into the sensation. And take one more inhale. Then as you exhale, can you deepen a little bit more? And then inhale, slowly ease off. Start to bend the right knee back in towards your chest. Release your strap, draw both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little rock from side to side. And then we'll go straight into that second side. Plant the right foot onto the earth. Take your strap, loop it around the bottom of the left foot. And then kick the heel up towards the sky. Option to stay here with the right leg or maybe extend the right leg long. Inhale, really kick the heel up towards the sky. Try to find a nice straight leg here. And then as you exhale, start to send the toes towards the back wall. Inhale, easing off. And exhale, deepening the stretch. Feeling that sensation increase on your exhales. And then on your next exhale, find your depth and hold there for 5 breaths. Your leg might start to shake a little. That's okay. Challenge your stretch here on the left side. Really kicking the heel up. Find a nice straight leg here, as straight as it can go. Even if it's quite bent, that's okay. You're going to feel that sensation deep into the hamstring of the left leg. One more inhale. As you exhale, deepen just a little bit more, even if it's 1% deeper. Feel that. And then exhale, slowly release. Draw the left knee in towards your chest. Release your strap. You're not going to need it for the rest of practice. Draw the knees back in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little rock from side to side. Take the hands onto the hamstrings and start to rock up and down your spine. We're going to meet in tabletop. So take as many as you need to get there. You can cross the ankles, plant the palms, and then send it back through your tabletop. Plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Hips over top of your knees. Take a couple cat-cows here. Inhale, drop your belly, sit bones reach high, and your gaze lifts. And exhale, round your spine, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, reaching up, sit bones reach high, gaze lifts. And exhale, round your spine. This time, inhale, coming to a flat back, press into the hands, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back. Find your first downward facing dog. Getting deep into our back body here. Start to send the heels down towards the earth. Doesn't matter if they touch, but really just trying to increase the sensation on the back of the legs. Press into your hands and send your chest towards your thighs. Soften your shoulders. A couple more breaths here. Really trying to ground your heels down towards the earth. And maybe you try to pick the toes up off of the mat. Really getting deep into the back of the legs here. One more inhale. And one more exhale. As you inhale, come high onto the tiptoes. Walk your feet up towards the palms. Find your forward fold top of your mat. Feet are about hip distance apart. And start to fold over the legs. You can reach for opposite elbows here. Maybe finding a little sway from side to side. And then maybe find stillness for a breath or two. And try to send the weight towards the toes and not so much in the heels. So you almost get a little bit light on your heels here. Think about sending your sit bones high towards the sky. Feeling that sensation increase in the back of the legs. Breathing here. 2 more breaths. Every inhale, maybe you find a little bit of length through your spine, and every exhale, you find a little depth, get a little bit closer towards the legs. Allow your hands to melt towards the mat. Inhale to halfway lift, and then exhale to fold. This time, inhale, reach all the way up, gaze lifts as you reach up. And then exhale, hands come to heart center, close your eyes. Inhale, reach up, look up. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back, find your high plank, cycle through a chaturanga here. If it's in your practice, you can take it. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg floats high towards the sky. Draw the right knee in towards your chest. Step forward. Drop the back knee down here. And untuck the toe if that feels good for you. Think left hip forward, right hip back. And then we'll walk the hands on top of the knee. Stacking the shoulders over the hips. Really guiding that left hip forward, right hip back. Press the right heel down into the mat and think about energetically sending it towards the space behind you. Hold here. Breathe. One more inhale. As you exhale, hands come back down. You're going to start to straighten that right leg. Hands come beneath your shoulders. Left hip forward, right hip back. Inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, you fold a little deeper. Toes point up towards the sky. Your knee can be slightly bent here. Feeling that sensation on the back side of the right leg. Inhale to lengthen your spine on your inhale. As you exhale, you fold a little deeper. Good. A few more breaths just like that. As you inhale, start to walk yourself forward, bend through the left knee. Stacking the knee over top of the ankle, we're going to come into a variation of our lunge, and we're going to keep the toe untucked here. So you're on the top of the left foot, and you're going to start to press into the left foot and hover the left knee off of the earth. You can really press into the fingertips to find your support. Really think about squeezing the legs together, turning on the internal part of the legs, the adductors here. Maybe you start to hover your fingers off of the earth. If that's too much, you drop your hands back down, but know that this is an option and you can get here. And maybe even reach the arms high towards the sky. Squeeze the legs in towards one another. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant the palms, drop the back knee down, straighten through that right leg, walk the hands back underneath your shoulders. Left hip forward, right hip back. Inhale to lengthen your spine. As you exhale, you fold. Breathe. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Get a little bit deeper. As you inhale, walk yourself forward. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and we're just going to step that left foot in a little bit. Straighten through that right leg. Pyramid pose. If you need blocks here, you can take blocks underneath your hands. But same thing with the hips. Notice if your left hip is drawing back, draw it forward. Right hip draws back. Slight little bend through that right knee. Inhale to lengthen through your spine here. And then as you exhale, you fold. Notice your feet, are they on a type wire? Are your heels in alignment? Like you're on a straight line? If they are, I want you to just open up through the feet so you're more on train tracks. Good. And if you notice that that back heel is hovering off of the earth, you're probably just too far back. Step the foot forward so that you can drop your heel down and in. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, deepen. Good. Take one more inhale here, and one more exhale. Slowly start to come back onto the toes and step that foot back. Left foot comes back a little bit. Drop the back knee down. Plant the palms. And then you're going to send it back. Find your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Pedal it out a few times. And then inhale, left leg floats high. Draw the left knee in towards your chest. Step through. Coming through that second side. Low lunge. You can untuck the toe here if that feels okay. And then we're going to start to bring the hands onto the knee. Right hip forward, left hip back. Stack your shoulders over top of your hips. And settle into your low lunge. Anjaneyasana here. Breathe. Press the left heel down into the earth and energetically like it's sending back towards the back wall behind you, like you're turning your legs on by squeezing them in towards midline. Hold. Breathing here. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, you can plant your hands. Start to straighten through that left leg. Walk the hands underneath your shoulders. Left toe starts to point up towards the sky. Right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale to lengthen your spine. As you exhale, you create a little depth, folding over that left leg. Breathe here. Feeling that sensation increase on the back side of the left leg here. Hold. Inhales to lengthen. Think sit bones back. And then spine long. One more inhale. As you exhale a little bit more. And then inhale, start to walk your hands forward, framing that front foot. Left knee is stacked over the left ankle. And we're going to come into that variation of lifting our knee up in our lunge, but the back toe is untucked. So maybe you stay with the hands on the earth, really press into the hands, and you start to lift the back knee. And this can be enough for you and you stay here. Really think about drawing the left heel towards the back of the mat as you draw the right hip forward and squeeze the legs. That's going to really turn on your legs, your foundation, and your core. And then you start to hover your fingers. Inhale, reach the arms high. If that feels okay, maybe this is too much for you and you don't come up here yet. Maybe one day you can get here, no big deal. Meet your body with where it's at. As you exhale, drop the hands down, drop the knee down, and then straighten through that left leg. Right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale to fold. Breathing into the places of sensation on the back of the leg. 3 more breaths. Think long spine, sit bones reach back. One more inhale and one more exhale. As you inhale, bend through your knee, plant the hands, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and you're going to step that right foot in and down so that the heel is 45-degree angle, toes are pointing to around 2 o'clock. Inhale to lengthen, finding your pyramid pose. The left leg is straight. And then exhale, you fold over the left leg. Right hip forward, left hip back. Slight little bend through both knees. Try not to hyperextend. And then find that nice flat spine. Just a few more breaths here. Notice how you're feeling in this moment. Come back to your breath, maybe that intention. One more inhale to lengthen, and one more exhale to deepen. As you inhale, find a halfway lift. Slide the right toes back, find your low lunge. Drop the back knee down. Plant the hands, and then step back, finding your downward facing dog. So we're going to get ready to go into full splits here. Inhale, right leg floats high. Draw the right knee in towards your chest and step forward between the palms. Drop your back knee down. Untuck the back toes. We're going to straighten through that right leg, finding your half splits, Ardha Hanuman, and maybe you just stay here. Maybe this is enough. Maybe you just inch the heel forward an inch, and that's good for you. Or maybe you want to start to slide that right heel inch by inch forward. You can even start to take that left knee back by tucking your back toes and inching it back. And just slowly, slowly, slowly working your way up and back into your full splits. And then you breathe here. 5 breaths. Soften through your shoulders. Soften through your jaw. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Press into the hands. Slowly draw the right heel back, left knee in. And then take a nice bend through that right knee. Beautiful. Plant the hands. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee. Send it back. High to your down dog. And then the other side. Inhale, left leg floats high. Draw the left knee in towards your chest and step it through. Back knee drops. And know that both sides are different here. So meet your body with where it's at. And then as you exhale, straighten through the left leg. And maybe you stay here. This can be enough for you. So find where you want to stay. This can be a lot of sensation. Or maybe you start to inch that left foot forward a bit. A little bit more. Press into the hands. Maybe you tuck the back toe and then inch the back knee back a little bit more. And slowly work your way into your full splits. The hands come underneath the shoulders. And breathe into the sensation. Last 3 breaths here. Maybe you close your eyes and you really just breathe into it. Focus the mind. Calm the mind. Calm the breath. One more inhale. And one more exhale. And when you're ready, plant the palms, press into the hands, and slowly bring the heel back. Draw the knee on top of the ankle. Plant the hands, tuck the back toes, and send it back, finding your downward facing dog. Maybe you want to cycle it out with a chaturanga. You can take that here. Everyone meets in downward facing dog. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, you drop the knees down and sit onto the heels. Palms come to the lap. Close your eyes. Reconnect to your breath. And soften through your thoughts. No matter what that looked like, just want you to be proud of yourself. Or maybe even just going an inch deeper than you usually do. But always listening to your body, honoring yourself, honoring your practice and where you're at today. And now I invite you to find your final resting pose, Shavasana, laying onto the back, reaching the feet down towards the tops of the mat, arms reach wide towards your sides, palms face up. And allow your body to reap the benefits of today's practice. calming the mind, calming the body, calming the soul. I want to thank you so much for practicing with me today, challenging yourself, moving, sweating, and breathing with me. From my heart to yours, namaste.